Hi, everyone. My name is Chad MacArthur, and I'm a solutions engineer here at GitHub. Today, I'll be showing you how to connect both GitHub and GitHub Copilot to your Jira workspace. I'll then be walking you through how you can track your GitHub development inside Jira, and how you can link it to specific Jira tickets. Next, we'll look at how you can view alerts from GitHub Advanced Security. And then finally, I'll demonstrate how your team can assign GitHub Copilot to work on Jira tickets on their behalf. So to get started, you'll need to connect GitHub to Jira. So you want to head over to the application marketplace. So you want to click Explore More Apps. And then you want to search GitHub. So you notice a few different results show up. You'll want to make sure you click on the GitHub for Atlassian. And you'll know this is the one because it says by Atlassian. So you can see here, I've already added this application. However, you'll just want to come up here and click Add, and it'll ask you to connect your GitHub account to Jira. Once you've added the application, you want to click Get Started. And you'll see the GitHub configuration page. This is where you'll connect a GitHub organization to your Jira workspace. As you can see here, I've already connected my organization and decided which repositories I want to give access to. To add another organization, I'll come in and click Connect a GitHub organization. Choose whether it's cloud or server. In my case, it's GitHub Cloud. And you'll be prompted to select the organization that you want to add to your Jira workspace. Once that's been added, we can head back to our Jira workspace to get started with tracking GitHub development work. So here, I'm in my backlog, and we can open up a ticket to see the kind of work that you can track inside a Jira ticket. So open a ticket. I'll scroll down, and you'll see this development section. This is where you can track your development work that's done in GitHub in a Jira ticket. So you can see here, you can track branches and commits. I haven't done any work yet, so the first step would be to create a branch. So we have two options to create a branch. I can click this button, which would take me to a new page. Then I can also create and check out a new branch, and it provides the git checkout command for me. So for the sake of this demo, I'll just click this button, as I think it's the easiest method. You can see here, we're taken to a new page to create a GitHub branch. I'll need to select my repository, where to branch from. In this case, I'll be branching from main, and the branch name. As you can see here, it has included the unique Jira key that's related to my ticket in the branch name. That key will need to be added to the branch name, as this is how Jira makes sure the branch is related to that ticket. So I can come in and click Create Branch. It will say the GitHub branch has been created. I can go ahead and view that branch in GitHub. As you'll see up here, I'm in that branch that I just created. So we can head back to that ticket. We can also create commits. We can come and click this dropdown. It'll provide a sample git commit. And again, you'll just need to make sure that unique Jira key for that ticket is in the git commit, so it knows to relate that commit to this Jira ticket. So that's what a Jira ticket that has no work related to it looks like. Let's go to one that's been completed, or has just some development work that has been documented. So we'll go to this Jira ticket. As you can see, it's been completed. If we scroll down, we'll see this development section has been populated. This ticket has one branch related to it. It has two commits. And you can see that it has a pull request that has been opened and merged. We click this pull request. We'll actually be taken to the GitHub page where you can see the pull request and any details that you might need. You can also see the status of builds in Jira. As you can see here, this ticket had a few builds failing, and clicking this would take me to those builds. So that's the development work you can track inside Jira. The next thing I want to talk about is how you can view alerts from GitHub Advanced Security inside your Jira workspace. So to do this, you want to head over to the development section. Click the vulnerabilities tab. And here's where you can see all the open alerts for code scanning, secret scanning, and Dependabot inside Jira. So you can see here, I have the ability to filter by severity and status. So right now I filtered by critical, but if I expand this search, I can see all open security alerts by organization. So I can actually come in and click on one of these. It'll take me to GitHub to see the open alert and the given repository. If you wanted to take action on one of these alerts, say you want to take one of these alerts and sign it to a developer for them to work and remediate it, you can come over and you can actually create a work item. So you could just create some sort of Jira ticket that would show up in your backlog, and it could be assigned to a developer. So that's what you can view in Jira in regards to GitHub Advanced Security. The next thing I want to talk about is how you can set up and use GitHub Copilot inside your Jira workspace. So like we connected GitHub to our workspace, we'll need to do the same for GitHub Copilot, as it's a separate application we'll need to add. So if we go over, we'll have to go back to Explore More Apps. We'll need to search for GitHub. And you'll see GitHub Copilot for Jira. You know this is the right app because it says by GitHub. Again, you want to just come and click Add, and it'll prompt you to log in with your GitHub account. You'll just need to make sure that you have been assigned a GitHub Copilot license before you proceed. So once it's been added, you can go back to your workspace and to your backlog. So you can take one of these tickets, and to use GitHub Copilot, what you'll need to do is, instead of assigning this to a developer on your team, you can click this and you can look for GitHub Copilot. Once it's been assigned to GitHub Copilot, it'll start working, and you can see that in this agent section. So the first thing you'll need to do after it's assigned is you'll need to define the organization and repository that it should work in. To do that, I'll come in here. I'll just copy my organization and repository. I'll head back over. And I'll just paste that in. Give it a few more seconds. And you can see here, it's going to ask which custom agents from my repository would like to use. Just because it was able to notice that my GitHub repository has some custom agents that I've configured. So in Jira, it can ask if I'd like to use any of those. For this ticket, I don't want to use any of those custom agents, so I'm going to go ahead and click Skip. All right, so now And so this received your request, and I will let us know when a pull request is ready. So the way GitHub Copilot works is it opens a pull request, and it does all of its work inside that pull request, and will alert us when it's ready. So we can go here. You'll see it says work in progress. It has this pull request, and it's working inside. So that's what you can do with the integration of GitHub Copilot inside Jira. As you can see here by that icon, it's assigned to GitHub Copilot, and it's working on that ticket for us. That's all I wanted to talk about today with regards to connecting both GitHub Copilot and GitHub to your Jira workspace. I hope that helps. Thank you.